Hi, so my name is Dana, and for my vlog for week 5, I'm gonna focus on the first 2 questions. So the first question states, reflecting on your life, who have been the influence on your own gender socialization? How have they influenced your gender socialization? Have you influenced on other people's gender socialization? Who and how? So for the first part, I think my parents were probably my biggest influence on my gender socialization. So I was adopted from Russia when I was 3 years old, and when they adopted me, they brought over a doll for me to have. I was dressed in dresses. When I came to America, my room was painted in pink, which is now my favorite color. And growing up, I had an animal-themed room, and so I think that females are seen more as like animal caring and loving, and they just love animals. And so I think that I want to be a veterinarian, so I think that kind of helped, develop that kind of like animal caring, loving trait I have. But also, growing up, I had my female friends from like elementary school to middle school. Whenever I would go over to their houses or whatnot, I would bring a doll. I had like Barbie dolls, the American Girl dolls, and we would play like dress up with different princess dresses. And I think I had this one friend who she was like the same size as me, so whenever I didn't have clothes that I really like cared for anymore, I would pass them on to her because she really liked them. And then I didn't have a younger sister or anything. So I think that's it for the first question. The second question is, what is identity? Is there a core to your self-identity independent of how others define you? How difficult would it be to remake someone with a new identity? So I said identity is like the recognition of someone based on their like personality, their values, their beliefs, their looks. I believe that there's like a hidden self with people. So people may not show parts to other people they don't feel a connection with or they're not comfortable with. For me personally, most people will see me as like timid or shy or quiet, and I'm actually very talkative with people who I feel comfortable around or I feel a connection with. And then I also believe it's very difficult to remake someone with a new identity. Socialization with a person begins pretty much before you even begin talking. And so to remake someone who has already created an identity from themselves it seems like it'd be a difficult thing to do. Because then you're changing the person's personality, their values, their beliefs, sometimes even their looks. So total institution is when people behave according to strict rules and they are completely cut off from the outside world. So when I think of this definition, I think automatically of prisons and the military. And so people in prisons are, stripped down to the same orange outfit, and they're in the same like cell block, and they get the same meals, and they get visitors though, so they are not, so they have some contact with the outside world, but while you're in prison, you are like expected to have some, behavior change while you're in there. So as you come out of prison, you are expected to become a changed person, and you're no longer expected to be seen as a threat to society. And then in the military, again, like, you are stripped down to the same outfit, you get the same haircut as like everybody in boot camp with you, and then you're just completely stripped of who you are, and like what you believe, and what you value. So I have a friend who, like, mid-April, he left for boot camp for the Marine Corps, so he didn't come back until like mid-July, and we wrote letters within that time period, and I think it was in the second letter, he told me that he was gonna come out as a changed person, and then he put like a dash, and he put a better person. And so I was like, well, what do you mean? Well, I was thinking to myself, like, what do you mean as like a better person? Because he already, seemed like a good guy to me. And I haven't seen him yet since he's gotten out, because he's still in training. But I can see like he values his branch a lot, and I can just see, like, I don't know, like, he still has like that same sense of humor he's always had, but he just has more strict values, and I'm sure he got that while he was over in boot camp. And so that is all for my vlog for this week. I will eventually do another vlog, but that's it.